Greetings, my name is Robin Behar. I'm a financial consultant to multimillionaires. Today, I invite you to listen to a radio interview granted by my brother Larry J. Behar, a world-renowned EB-5 expert and U.S. immigration attorney. The topic of this fourth interview highlight is the economic issues that are pertinent to EB-5. The interview was broadcast worldwide on the Money and Business Show hosted by financial celebrity interviewer Samuel Ezerzer from Montreal, Canada.
Why is it so important to the U.S. economy, the employment base, or the EB-5 investor visa program?
The EB-5 program is one of the silver linings in the American economy today. It represents thousands and thousands of jobs across the United States, as well as a tremendous amount of capital that is being brought in. So if you calculate that in 2009, 4,300 investors came to the United States, each at a minimum of $500,000, you should do the math and you'll come up with a very nice and interesting number that represented for the United States economy.
Which is employment, right?
Not to mention the multiplier for the workers who benefited from this program.
So what does the U.S. Congress, let's go to the U.S. Congress, hope to gain from this accelerated immigrant visa process?
Well, the program, it's a very good question because the program itself has been congressionally mandated. It's one of the few things that all parties and all politicians can rally around because it really is a job creation component. So the pilot project, which was created in 1993, which allowed for rural areas and high unemployment areas to join the EB-5 program, has been extended 3 times. And currently, it's scheduled to sunset or to terminate in September of 2012. However, the consensus generally is that it will be extended, and there are 2 bills in front of Congress today to have the program extended permanently. And that's what most logical and reasonable politicians are looking for to be able to support.
I know here in Canada, I know when they have this type of program, we're looking at about $800,000 that they have to invest, and it's guaranteed, by the way, you know. Yes. So how does Canada compare with the U.S. program? Why is such a big difference?
Canada's program actually is a model for the world, but it is a bit of a victim of its own success. As you know, the program in Canada had been based on an investment of $400,000 for a long period of time. And what happened was that the American program was not very well known. The EB-5 program had its difficulties and growing pains, and then the Canadian program, being guaranteed by the federal government, became very popular in the same target markets, which are basically China, Korea, Asian countries, maybe South America. So recently, what has happened is that the program in Canada became so popular and so successful that they are now 20,000 cases behind in terms of administration and review, and in no hurry to catch up on the back volume of cases. In addition, since June of 2010, the threshold investment level was doubled from 400,000 to 800,000, and the net worth of the individual was equally doubled from 800,000 to 1.6 million per investor who would be coming to live in Canada. So you can understand why the immigrant who would want to immigrate, let's say, to North America, would look a lot harder at the U.S. model currently under the EB-5 program rather than contemplate years and years of waiting under the Canadian model. The Canadian model basically has about a 4-year wait to our estimation at this point. The American model has a 10-month wait under the current laws.
What a bottleneck, eh, Morris?
Oh, very much.
That's a lot of years.
People have to expect.
That's a lot of money, employment. I mean, don't you think maybe with this financial crisis, maybe that they would, maybe hire more people, right, Larry?
Well, you would think that.
You would think so, right?
That with filing fees and costs, that they would be able to process things faster, because it's definitely in the interest of the country. But we don't see it happening, and we don't see it happening very fast either. So I'm afraid that we're all kind of caught with this bureaucratic nightmare, both, particularly in Canada at this time.
So how does the Behar Law Group participate in this EB-5 program? What does your law group do? I mean,
well, our law firm, first of all, is based on 30 years of pure immigration practice. I immigrated to Florida in 1977, as Maurice mentioned initially, and thanks to the support of the French-speaking community, we were able to develop a very strong niche immigration practice. And then, as you had profiled a few minutes ago, with the win of the project at Lake Buena Vista in Orlando, we were able to become leaders in the field of EB-5 itself. What we do is that we create regional centers. We've done it 12 times across the United States on different projects, and we've had, thankfully, a very good success record with our various projects. And then we also help all the individual investors who wish to come to the United States who are here. We have a staff of 8 people, including 3 EB-5 specialized attorneys who do only EB-5 work. And we have multiple languages, Spanish and Chinese and Hebrew and French and Spanish. I mean, English occasionally. So we have a lot of different languages under house to be able to help the immigrant. The immigration process is complicated and psychologically difficult for many people, as it is. So the Behar Law Group tries to facilitate that with him, and I guess I really learned a lot from my wife Claire, who's a licensed clinical social worker here in Florida. She's originally from Montreal.
You can say hi to her. I hope she's listening, right?
I hope so. I hope she's listening along with our little dog Skippy, who's a therapy dog. So
it's not a kangaroo, no.
She's taught me how to be patient with folks and to be able to help them through this hornet's nest of administration. So
live from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, we have Mr. Larry Behar from the Behar Group, an immigration lawyer expert. My name is Samuel Ezerzer here on the Money and Business Show on Radio Shalom 1650 AM in Montreal. We'll be right back in 2 minutes.
Thank you for listening. I look forward to presenting more EB-5 interview highlights in the coming segments.